Hi everyone, this is Koke. I'm a sales specialist in HubSpot, and I'm recording this video because I want to show you assistants. I don't think that many people have actually been recommending the assistants, and in many calls that I had with my prospects and current customers as well, whenever I mention this, they're like, what is a system? And they also ask me like, does that consume credit? So two things to clarify there. First of all, what is an assistant? An assistant is going to be just a pre assistant you see there. This is just chatting with an LLM, but the beautiful part here is that you can create these custom assistants in HubSpot, which are like something very similar to like Gemini Gems, or they're very similar to custom GPTs, where you set up a few instructions and then they can perform a specific action, right? So you don't have to use the same prompt over and over and over again. So just to give you an example of what are the assistants that I have right now. So I have an AEO schema generator. This is an assistant that I normally use for, I put like the sourcing code of a page, and this is going to give me a JSON file or a script that I need to put on my page, and that page is going to be referenced for AEO, as simple as that. But then we have other ones that are even simpler. So I have this customer success manager called Prepare, and for this assistant, I give it a few instructions on like analyze the domain that I give you. You will research about this company online, but also you have full access here to the record in the CRM. So let me give you a super quick example here. Let me find any company that is in my CRM right now. And I'm going to open this assistant in the meantime. So customer success manager. Let's say the company is Philips, right? So what I need to do here is I just need to copy the company domain, and I go to my specific assistant and I just paste that information there. So again, this is something that you can set up today. You can set up and assign it to only specific teams, but it's not about like, okay, you can create this, but the amount of time that it's going to save for your teams, for your customer success team, for your customer support team, for your sales team, for your marketing team to either get visibility with AEO or to get an agenda for the next call that you have with your current customers, for customer support, to identify previous answers that you gave in previous tickets. You can also filter. So maybe you don't want all the tickets, but maybe you only want the answers that you gave in tickets that your customers gave you like a really good CSAT, and that's perfect. So here we have the answer, right? So I have the information, and I can see it look online, it look at different developments, different news, recent news for that company. And then it look at all the information, communication, notes, it looks at the call transcripts, everything between you and your customers. So then it gives you the agenda and everything that you need to know for the next call. So that is my customer success manager preparation. But there are so many others. So for example, here, this is the one that every customer support team can use. And this is something like, okay, I can ask a question, where can I find my invoices, right? And this is going to look and it's going to find tickets where I previously answered this question. So I answered this question in two different tickets, and here are the tickets that it found. So this is perfect. Now for customer support, I can find different answers, maybe answers that the customer agent didn't know. And the customer agent passed that information or passed that customer now to me. And now I'm trying to find the answer from previous tickets that maybe my colleagues answered the same question. So I don't need to wait. I don't need to wait until I reach out to someone internally, reach out to my manager to be able to get that answer. But we also have things for even datasets creator. So I created this one that helps me generate dataset formulas. Now, as you can see, this one looks super, super, super more detailed, right? And I also give it information. So in this case, I downloaded two PDF, and these are just knowledge-based articles about data sets, more than anything to understand the syntax. But I created another one that is going to make it a little bit more efficient, because what I'm doing here is I'm using different tokens when I'm creating an answer, right? So I created this other assistant, which is my kernel generator. So this is going to give me an answer and a assistant instruction that is going to be more efficient than the one that I already have. So as you can see here, this is just perfect. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go to my previous dataset creator, and I'm just gonna replace this because now I'm using a different framework. I'm using kernel, and this is way faster. It has the constraints, you have the context, the input, you have the persona, the task that I wanted to perform, and it's going to be all about token efficiency. So I can fit it with more documentation, and then it's going to give me faster results. So now I can just publish this. But going back to this, I have some that are for sales team as well. So sales teams always get these questions whenever they are in a sales process, especially when they're finalizing the process. And they get questions about like the legal stuff. We have different legal requirements that the customer might have. So what we do here is I can feed all the information here with the legal, and then perfect. I can ask questions, and this is gonna give me the information from all the documents from legal that I previously put in there. Same as a catalog. If you have a very extensive catalog, you can create a catalog assistant, and then when your sales team or BDR team is talking to a customer or a prospect, they can easily find out about a specific products, especially if the products are a little bit complex. But guys, these are just ideas. I just hope that these sparkle even more ideas of what you can use assistants, the custom assistants in HubSpot for. So have a nice day. Take care.